Drawtopia!
Hi and welcome to Drawtopia. Today we're going to take this photo of a girl and transform her into a manga character. If you'd like to use the same picture I'm using, I've left a link below in the description. Also feel free to use your own picture. If you are unfamiliar with the vintage retro designs, here are some examples on your screen now. The supplies we will need for this design are our pencil or pacer, whichever you feel comfortable in, an eraser, and instead of a marker pen today, we're actually going to use a grey coloured pen from our palette. You could also get a really cool effect if you have a grey that has some green or red or even blue colours through it. As usual, I've added timestamps to the video below, so if you'd like to skip the drawing portion of this video and jump straight into the marker pen, hover over the timeline below. Okay, as usual, we're going to start with a circle to indicate the head area. And with a retro design, what we're looking to do is do a big head, a round body, and kind of noodle arms. So we're going to do a big head here. We're going to do a small circle here, which is going to be his tummy area. And then we're just going to do some lines here, and his leg kind of goes out here, straight out. And then we're going to do some big feet as well. So we're just going to do a big oval shape here. And this foot is kind of pointing towards the camera. So we're just going to do height-wise the same, but a little shorter and not so oval shape. And we'll come back to that. For his arms, I think we're going to change his left arm, or on the right side of the page for us. And I'm going to put a circle here for the shirt for later on. And then I'm going to do a curve around here. And what that we're going to do later is, I think we're going to put his hand in his pocket. For the left one, we're going to do a noodle with a slight, I might do the shirt again with a little circle, and then a slight curve here, and we're going to do a big circle here to represent his hand. Now he's got some really great hair, so what we're going to do is just maybe in the bottom right hand corner of our circle, we're going to do a big circle, and we're going to come all the way around to the top left hand side of our face circle. Add a little bit of a neck, and now it's time to put some details in and fill out the skeleton that we've just made. I'm going to do a big round circle. Let's do our lines that we usually do, but this time we're going to do it a bit different because he's not facing at the camera and he's facing to the left. We're going to do, instead of a straight line that we usually do down the middle, this time we're going to do a slight curve and just off center about here like so. And as you can see, it kind of looks like his head's now tilted a little bit. So from that, and somewhere in the middle, probably on this line, let's put a circle, maybe about here. And again, we want a big oval shape for the eye. And we'll do another one, I think about here, same width as the center line, or actually just a little bit in. So we're gonna, the left eye, we're going to cross this curved line, and the right eye just close to there. And we're going to do a little nose, and I think we'll just do a little curve like that. Not round, but also not a pointy edge. Just leave it like that. Put some eyebrows in. Don't forget our eyebrows. Put them a little high, somewhere in the middle of the height of the circle and the eyes. We're going to add an ear, and we're going to add an ear just to the base or near the eye. And this is just going to be a round circle like this. Add a bit of detail, a curve, and then a bit of a circle like that. Kind of like a back to front S. And we're going to give him a real big smile, I reckon. So let's do like a curve like this. Instead of a line today, I think we're going to see some teeth. We're going to curve around like a jelly bean. And we're going to come around, down, back up, like so. Now we're going to do the face. And with the face, we're going to give him a round face. So start from the bottom of the ear. We're going to do a big, nice big curve in around towards the neck, which is here, and stop. We're going to do a chin, but we're going to follow the big mouth we've just done, and maybe near the original circle that we did, we're just going to follow the line of the mouth up like so. We're overlapping just a little bit on the right side, and we're going to do the same just very minutely on the left side as well. We're going to go out and do a real rounded face, and then when we get to this line, we're going to start coming in towards the hairline and straightening up just ever so slightly. Okay. Now for the hair, we want to show that style of hair. So what we're going to do is just do a lot of half circles. Think of it like trying to draw a cloud. So we're just going to go around that line that we made earlier and do a whole bunch of half circles connected. Go around, around. As we come around behind the ear, just to add a bit of dynamics, we're gonna slowly get just a little smaller in our half circles. Not too small, just a little bit. As you can see, we've just gone a couple of little short, smaller circles. And then we're gonna do the same. We're gonna connect it from the ear to the beginning of this hairline. And we'll just bring that in a bit, and then again we're going to go circle. This time we're going under, not over. Circle, and make our way around the original circle that we drew, like so. And connect it just to the ear. Now we'll connect the neck between our axis line, just two small lines like that. Now for the shirt, we're going to follow the circle that we've used. Come around, do the other side. We're not going to color in the bottom just for now. We're just going to bring this out a little bit. Now what we're going to do, similar to what we did with the face with the curved edge, we're going to just, here's halfway, maybe 3/4 or 1/3 around here. We're going to do a curve, which is going to be the bottom of the shirt and the start of the jeans that he's wearing. So just a small curve like that. And now let's take this line a bit further than the circle that we've done. And now we're going to do our shirt again, come up and just go up to this circle here and stop, and then skip to the other side, and we will put a curve like this on his neck to start with the shirt. And now we're going to do a curve around this ball or the shoulder of the young boy, and like this, curve, 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 and we're going to stop somewhere about there, and then do a very thin oval shape on an angle like this, and we're just going to leave like that for the moment. As you noticed, this line here goes just past this little oval shape as well. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. Bring the line over, around the ball and stop, and then we're going to do another circle, but this time it's only a half circle. So it's going to look like it's just his arms just a little behind his chest area. From there, we're going to bring this line, cut through that oval shape, and come all the way down and connect to this line we did earlier. Now for the jeans, we're going to follow the circle, just do a little space for the moment because we're going to add the legs in a second, and then follow that right around. Now using this line as a guide, we're going to put a line on each side of it and follow the same line like that to our foot, and we're going to do the same on the other side. This one's going to be a little bit more straighter than the first one, and we want them to look nice and skinny too because that's the retro look. Now we're going to do the arm. Now that we've got our pants on, we're going to put a small line just like that, just inside the line of the pants. And then similar to the legs, we're going to do the same with the arm, and we're going to follow a similar pattern on each side of that line and connect it to this little line we've just made. Like that, and now it looks like he's got his hands in his pocket. And then the next one we're going to do again on this arm. I'm going to go a little bit on one side, a little bit on the other side. Now for the hands, we're going to do really fat, think of potatoes, little sausages, little breakfast sausages. And we're going to do only 4 fingers, 3 fingers and a thumb. So we're going to start with the thumb, and we're going to do a little sausage or a little jelly bean. So we're going to go big and wide, come around, and have just a little curve the other way inside. And then for the fingers, we're going to do our first one just coming off the thumb, and we're going to curve just ever so slightly around. Again, like a little sausage or a jelly bean, come around, and we're going to stop somewhere in the middle. And then we're going to do the same with our next finger. Stop somewhere in the middle. And now for our pinky, we're going to actually curve it the other way, like so. and then bring it out and connect it to our arm. Shorten the finger out a bit. And there you have your 4-finger or 3 fingers and a thumb hand. Now for the feet, they're going to be a little like Mickey Mouse feet, but we're going to try and keep the style of the shoes that the boy has. So let's follow the back of the shoe. We're going to stop, and we're just going to put a little line here and then do the sole of the shoe, and we're going to make the sole round. And then we're going to follow that all the way around. And you can see the sole of his shoe. He has the rubber of the sole comes up at the top, at the front of the shoe. So we're going to replicate that and just connect it to the bottom of the sole, like so. And then a nice curve back to the leg. And stop a little early, not on the leg, but just a little bit before. And then we're going to do the tongue of the shoe. We're just doing another circle like that. And then we're going to do one more curve. So it looks like his feet are in the shoe. Like that. And do similar one for the other side. We're going to do a curve for the tongue of the shoe again, like so. And then we're just going to bring the lines in either side. And then we're going to curve this side of the shoe, do another curve on the other side, and we're going to bring this down. We're not going to follow the circle right now, we're going to follow it down and then do a bit of a straighter curve down the bottom, like so. And then do one more with rounded edges, and that's going to show the sole. We actually forgot the rubber tongue part, so we're going to bring that up, over and back down, smooth that out, and we can erase that a bit later. Next we're going to add the skateboard, and we're just going to keep it very simple, starting from anywhere near the sole of the shoe. Going to go like line, and then we're just going to go up, curve back down, have that curve of the back of the skateboard, and then we're just going to do a straight line all the way to the other end, and then curl it back. And then we're going to do an invisible line through the shoe and then draw a line here, so it looks like he's standing on the skateboard, like that, like that, and like that. And we're looking pretty good now. Now for the wheels of the skateboard, we're going to do a circle oval just below the toe of the shoe. And inside, we're going to do a circle. And then off the circle, we're going to do like a moon shape. So let's do moon just touching the circle we just did, and then make it a bit of a moon shape like that. Then we're going to do a kind of cylinder style and draw a line around, and we're going to follow this wheel circle around, follow it around. Once we get about the bottom right hand corner, we're going to straighten up to make it look like a 3-dimensional wheel. Oops. And then start curving it back just under the line of the skateboard. And then we're just going to do a line, a diagonal line that goes and touches the skateboard on the other side. And then we're going to do another wheel down the bottom, just hiding, and this will be colored in as well. This will be colored in a bit later. And for this bar here, let's leave a little lump here for, there's a bolt that goes in there. If you've used a skateboard before, you know that it's called a truck inside, and I'm just gonna show the little bolt that's in the middle of the two wheels. And next we'll do the other side, and we'll do a similar thing. Do a circle just under the edge of his other foot. A big circle. Circle in the middle. Half moon or a quarter moon. Then we're going to outline the wheel. Straighten up just a little bit. Add our line and our little bulge for the bolt. Connect the wheel and then do the shadow of the back wheel like so. Now we're done with the skateboard. Let's go and finish off the face. And what we're going to do for the eyes is something a little different, and I really like these eyes. They're kind of cool. And we're going to cut out the eye a little bit by doing like a triangle somewhere around halfway of the eye. And these are going to be really sharp triangles, not rounded or curved, really sharp. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side, or the other eye, and on the exact same side, like so. And because he's got a really big, nice smile, we're going to put a little curve here just to show or give a bit of a nod to a cheekbone. And we're going to cut the eye out a little bit and do another curve here, like so. And then do it again for this eye. And we're just going to cut that out. And try and follow the curve of the smile as well. As you can see here, it kind of follows the curve of his smile. And then for his teeth, we're just going to do simple lines. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's fit one more in, 5. All right, we're looking good. So I'm going to pause it here, and I'm going to start erasing all my original lines and circles that we don't need anymore. Okay, and we're back. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, instead of using a black marker, which feel free to use if you like, but if you want to kind of give more of a retro look and feel, find a medium to dark grey color to use instead. And now it's time to outline our character. So I'm going to start with his face today, do my curve, and then do his chin with another curve, and then curve all the way around under his ear. Nice round ear, the details. I'm going to do his eyes. My colour in his eyes, and these really cool looking eyes. Do the other eye. So we'll do his nose and his smile. Lines for his teeth. 2 lines for the neck and our little curve for our shirt. Might just quickly do his hair. Curve, curve, curve all the way around. With these curves, they don't have to be perfect and exact every time. You can make them all just a little bit different every time. And then coming to the back of the neck, slowly get smaller, like so. Put his eyebrows in. And I'll do a bit more of a curve for his right eyebrow. For the shirt, we're going to do our curve just above the shirt line. We'll start and curve over. And we're going to do the inside of the oval, but we're not going to do the other side just yet. We're going to do the arm first, like so, and then the other side, like so. And there, now we're going to color in that circle. So now it looks like his arm is going into his shirt. We'll do the other side of the shirt. Top of the shirt. Again, we're not going to do the bottom just yet. We're going to do the arm. Fold all the way around to the pocket. Big curve. Like that. And then again, we're going to color in our t-shirt, or the shadowing underneath the t-shirt. And going to do the curve of our shirt and just stop halfway. We're not going to go the whole way, just in and past our little oval. And we're going to do the same on this side, just past the oval, down. Now we're going to connect these lines with a curved line, like so, and our shirt's done. Now for our jeans, half circle. And with this, we can go just past the line of the leg just a little bit. Do our legs. And again, just a little bit, we're going to go past the leg and do a bit of a curve to the other leg. Draw in our legs. And what we might do is put our little pocket in first, and then just past the pocket, we're going to go around with the jeans, like that. Now we're going to colour in our shoes. We're going to do the tongue. Big round curve. Curve around the back. Let's close off the shoe, so it looks like he's got his foot in his shoe. Now we're going to do the sole. Do the bottom, nice round curve. Come back around. Do the rubber nose. Come back around, and I'm not going to connect this, but feel free to connect it if you like. Then we'll do the other shoe. Big round circle. I'm going to skip this again for this shoe and do the nose of the rubber. Curve for the bottom. Stop there. Finish off the shoe with a little curve there. Now let's finish off the hand and just follow what we've done. Stop. Now we're going to do the index finger and come out from the thumb. A little curve. Stop. Follow the next finger. And then our pinky. Like so. And lastly, the skateboard. So remember, what we're going to do with the back of the skateboard is we're going to start drawing and then pretend we're drawing. We're going to take the pen off the page, pretend we're drawing past the shoe, then connect again and touch the paper. Let your pen up again to pretend we're drawing the line, and then continuing on. So line up, and then follow the rest of the skateboard. straight line to the end, curve and come back to the beginning. And then we'll colour in our little circle, our moon shape, and we'll colour in the wheel. Don't know why I forgot the word of a wheel, but we'll continue on. Remember, we have our little nut and truck at the back, so let's add that. Just a little hint, doesn't have to be too noticeable, just a little hint's fine. And then we'll colour in the rest of it. And we'll do the same on the other side. Colour in. That's looking good. All right, and there you have it. We have our outline of our retro vintage character. I'm going to go ahead again and erase all the penciling that we don't need anymore, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, and now we're all clean and ready for colouring in. Now with retro vintage, there are two ways we can colour this in. We can use different shades of grey to colour in, or we can use a colour, and the trick is to try not to use more than maybe 3 or 4 colours. You can do more if you like, but the less colours, the more retro it will be. And also choosing the colours, we're going to go for a pastel colour than a bright colour. As you can see in the example on your screen, here's an example of a bright, vibrant blue, and let's try and do a muted or pastel blue. Okay, I'm going to colour my character in. So again, I'm going to fast forward through this. Feel free to pause and fast forward through yourself, and I'll see you on the other side when he's all coloured in. And we're all done. I went ahead and did the color version instead of the gray version, and I tried my very best to do as least color as possible, but I was having so much fun. I ended up using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, including the outline. So not too bad. I still think it came out great. How did you guys go? Did you guys go color, or did you go the gray scale? Or did you use bright colors, or did you use pastel colors? Would love to know. Hope you guys, as usual, had as much fun as I did in creating this cartoon character. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.